Yo, what is up, guys? Today I'm bringing you another tip video, and of course it's going to be on ninja diffusing. So I'm going to talk about a couple different topics to help you out when you're trying to ninja diffuse in Black Ops 2. So I'm going to start off by showing you guys the best way to play dead as well as statue. Then I'm going to go over some of my favorite perks when I'm trying to ninja diffuse, and I'm also going to show you guys how to stay silent when you're defusing the bomb. But let's get right into it. Let's talk about the best way to play dead. So if you guys already played Black Ops 1, you already know it's very different from Modern Warfare 3, where you can't just keep clicking Y, because if you do that, you're just going to look like you're swimming on the floor. You're going to look like an absolute idiot. So you want to avoid that. What you want to do is hold a certain type of grenade. And the grenades that work are the Semtex grenade, EMP, smoke, sensor, concussion, and flash grenade. So any of those grenades work. All you have to do is lie prone and hold on to them or cook them, and it's going to look like you're playing dead. It's not going to look as good as it did in Modern Warfare 3, but it's going to make your character a little smaller, and it's going to look a lot better than if you were doing nothing. And one tip I have for you guys is that when you're trying to play dead, is you want to make sure that whatever gun's on your back is either small or you don't have a gun at all. Because if you have a huge ass gun on your back, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb and give you away. So things like rocket launchers or big sniper rifles, definitely avoid that. And if you do have a relatively big gun, make sure that you're holding it, because when you're playing dead, whatever gun that you're holding is actually going to disappear from sight, which works into your favor. So basically just avoid having two huge guns and you should be good to go. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys how to statue in Black Ops 2, and this is pretty much the same as the last few games, so it's pretty obvious. All you have to do is hold the tomahawk or combat axe, whatever you want to call it. But you do have another choice here. You could actually hold the shock charge, and you're also going to look like you're statuing, which is great because they're in different slots, so you have a choice there. Sometimes you might not want to use a tomahawk or combat axe. It gives you another choice in the other slot, in your secondary grenade or tactical grenade, and that could be used to statue as well. And it's the same thing as when you're playing dead, in the way that whatever gun you're holding is going to disappear. So if you do have a big weapon, make sure that you're holding it. It's not a huge deal like it is when you're playing dead, because your back's most likely going to be towards the wall. But if you do have a choice, you might as well be holding your bigger weapon, so that way it disappears. Alright, now I'm going to go over some of my favorite perks that I like to use when I'm ninja diffusing. So starting off with the first perk, I like to use lightweight, so that way I could get to those ninja diffuse spots really quickly and I could get there before the enemies do. And the other perk that I like to use in the first tier slot is the ghost perk, and that obviously keeps you off the enemy minimap. And I only like using this when I know I'm going to be moving around, because if you're not moving around and you're just playing dead or hiding near the bomb site, you're going to be given away if they have the UAV, of course, because like I talked about in my last video, you have to be moving a certain amount in order to stay off the minimap when you have ghosts and they have a UAV. But now let's move on to the next perk here, and this is going to have to be cold-blooded, and this is actually the most important perk, in my opinion, to use when you're ninja diffusing, because it's going to make sure that you don't have that huge-ass red-lettered name above your head, and that could really give you away if you're trying to play dead near the bomb site. So yeah, definitely